It's always a good thing when you come to some place new that you introduce yourself. So, my name is Marcus King, and I write poetry. It's been 6 days since I wrote the last one. But I'm making it. But the thing about it is, I never thought that I would ever get caught up in fame. I just want to drop some poems and I'm fine. Incognito 2010, nobody knew my name. Now it's 2014 and a couple quote my lines. So I guess I'm making marks. But I ain't gonna lie, I strive to be epic. That's why I'm up at 3 a.m. like, yo, check this. Hit the open mic and be the one to cause wreckage, but honestly, sometimes I suffer my message. Because all I want to do is pen classic verses, save souls, await them from the casket, curses. But I ain't gonna lie, my outlook can be unique. And most of the times, I'm the only one who ever gets me. Writing on a different wavelength, wavering from lengths away. You don't want to hear what I say. His head's in the phone trying to compose a tweet in spoken word, but you don't want to hear the words speak. There's too much theory, too much theology. I look young, so I'm mistaken for a prodigy. But I'm a product of the gifts bestowed on me by His grace, and all of this I see as my service. And that's basically me in a nutshell. Amen. I'm just going to share 2 points. Okay, I'll share 2 more points. Ironically, the first one I actually didn't want to do. Ever since I've written this poem, a lot of it is one of those poems that you write and then you look at your life and you're here and the poem is there and you know that this kind of writing is mine, so I obviously wrote it, and this is stuff that I would say. But a lot of parents, a lot of older people like it, but a lot of younger people may not like it, but they sure should listen. When I outline this figure out, I'll be telling their story with John Britain. While we sit to figure out the crime scene, let me share with you what I'm seeing. So obscure, so obscene. Let's heal our eyes, but not with objects and hygiene. I opt for this. I'd rather leave this world alone to pursue holiness and abandon these impulses running through my impure heart from which my mouth speak and the movements follow, and I stomach death, my sin, sickness I swallow. Conceived from a simple act of ignorance, which birthed the simple act of disobedience. Because I learned to walk the sinful map which led me off course. And then I ran, of course, ran straight into the wall of the sea, because clearly I've missed the bullseye of purity. So let's grab this by the horns and refine this thing. See, we'd like to think it's about keeping our pants on, but it's way beyond that. It's about keeping our minds sanctified and enslaved to God's directives, because His degrees don't alter certain electives. And to the elect, I say it's about self-control. It's about setting apart our hearts and letting our bodies follow. Because whether we submit or rebel, the sex life is of great concern to God. You can't sublet what isn't yours, because He has absolute right over you to tell you what to do with what's His. It is for freedom that God has set us free. Therefore, don't let sin gallivant in our mortal bodies. So I know we don't like to touch this, words coming out of my mouth, but we like to touch this and touch this as we sit on the couch, while our minds run wild and we move in for the kill. But ask, who do you make the check to for the kill? Like you've invested your body's desires and then jump ship on the rail. It's not the weight or the words that are killing us, because the weight is not weight. I stay pure because I don't own my sexiness. This temple is for God and not the adulteress, and its desires have been put here for His use, and all others are thieves. They deceive us to enslave us with their freedom by proposing propaganda for popular pleasures as if we need them to teach us what to do. Maybe God can't give us the pleasure. And that's backwards. So let me quote from the Bible. The infallible guide to maximum sexual satisfaction, whether young or old, married or not, Christian or not, wise or learned or taught. Let me reference that not because I know that, not because I lack words. Matthew 7 verse 6 says, don't throw pearls to pigs. Don't give dogs what is sacred. As much as we can debase the truth by saying it incessantly to those who don't hear, we can devalue our bodies and minds by doing things with those who don't care for us. The sanctity of acts made for marriage is lost when not used as directed. Yes, Christ washes away sin, but the sting and the scars must be accepted, and then they remain with us till death do we part from this world. And then they tell our stories long after we're gone, like 2 Samuel chapter 11. I stay pure because I've seen what it does to churches, countries, and families. I've seen men step down with shame and disgrace, and while I continue to seek God, I've seen other men stop seeking His face. I've walked in on a sister dying, and I am able to help her escape to life. And I've been enslaved by the bitterness and strife caused by another man's impurity. I got confused because worshiping man's hands is supposed to be so frail. I've seen front runners fall because the brakes stopped working, and their legs stopped working to press the brakes. And so I keep my mind pure so that my body would follow, and those behind me would follow. But it's not I. Christ keeps me pure. And with every temptation, He sends an open door leading to open arms which aren't frail like Superman's. See, purity can be such a handful. And so I lean on God's strength and Christ's example, so I won't be an example of not to be under the knife of Lady Macbeth's soliloquy. Wow. Okay, this last one is called My Heart's War. And there really is no introduction to it. It's my heart's war. I would give you my heart if you don't mind all the pieces. I could cover it with love to make it sweet like Reese's peanut butter cups. So big. To the roof of your mouth, I want to get stuck. And taste those lips once more, and feed up those every words before I hit the floor. Because I can't get the balance of the life and death that's in the power of your tongue. And all my life's all twisted like a fish. But I miss true satisfaction because I was too licorice. And too greedy to know that on which lives inside these hard candy knows. But your love is such that no matter where I roam, the bread of life was broken to leave me home. They say the only constant in life is change. And though these faces all differed, the situations were the same. So I guess that's just an exception to the rule. And I learned from my experience, the teacher of fools. And with each failed relationship I swore never to go back in, my heart got broken. Till it became fine like dust. And my strength wore thin walls, which I thought could keep low. They say love is a battlefield, so you better go get your armor. But when I ran to meet the good shepherd, I thought he was just a farmer. You see, I've read David and Goliath. I've got smooth stone protection. But these 3 nails just keep piercing my soul. And now I don't even know what I'm fighting for. Breaking my cup on the bars of my mind. Bumping into walls. I go down swinging like I'm blind. If only I could see the truth. Of the blind leading the blind. No. The blind leading the lied to. I must be dead from all these sacrifices of the fruit, blood, and sweat. I drink the tears that I cheer to a God who is not you. Because it's not you who brought me to this path I'm on. And it's not you who will be with me when I'm dead and gone. And it's not you who break the darkness and bring the dawn. I'm spinning out in circles on this confusing path I trod. The tables turn and I come face to face with God. You see, I'm on top of the world when the world's on my shoulders. And it's raining on my parade, and they're stealing my thunder, and they're stroking my pain with their fingers, killing me softly with their song, killing me their song. That I love all that they're giving me because I'm saying deep in my heart and soul, I need to have it all. And so frustrated I could throw a fistful of tears, but all I hold are fistful of air. And I'm all filled up on my fistful of theirs. And my broken heart cuts through my veins as it orbits this dying star. And my life's achievements are like the Cheshire Cat, smiling as it disappears through my fingers. And mirages have become my comfort, so I'm thirsty, dying of thirst, yet I don't thirst enough to take a sip of anything, no matter how strong. Because I know the story. How does it work? That you didn't want to run when communion grew through your own son. That story. I know it and how it works. You see, I love to take it, but I'm just afraid of moral implications. Yet, if you can drink vinegar, then I can take a sip of your love and pray you push me in, and allow me just once to die to my sin, because I would give you my heart if you don't mind all the pieces, and to cover it with love to make it sweet like Reese's peanut butter cups. So good. To the roof of your mouth, I want to get stuck and taste and see that you are good, because that flows from these pipes you have understood. Thank you.